What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Ericka from the Classy Climb blog, coming to you today with this one. I really think you guys will appreciate it. Curious case of lies on YouTube. Now, listen, I'm going to go over Meet Kevin. Not that I think Meet Kevin's a liar, but there's so many people crying foul and crying that YouTubers lied to me. The school lied to me. My mom and dad lied to me. The boomers lied to us. The Gen X lied to us. Now, here's a case of, that song, "Are you gonna believe me or your lying eyes," right? And a lot of times what we're having here is a case of people not taking personal responsibility. They're not taking accountability. Coach, it ain't me. I don't know how I gained this weight. It's the damn Boo Jay. That's how you did it. Okay. That's why I laugh when I go on these other channels and I ask them, what are the metrics that we're measuring success by? And a lot of people, if you let them, they don't have any metrics. They have feel good. Well, I would feel better, or it would be a good look, or if women did this, or if men did this. What is the metric? The metric, it has to be measurable. Again, what some of y'all didn't pay attention in class, and it's okay. What are SMART goals? You know what I mean? They got to be measurable. Peter, put it on the screen. SMART goals, okay? You got to be specific. They got to be measurable. Got to be something you can take action on, something you can track. Okay, so this whole namby-pamby how I feel internet is why when people come with accountability, people hate that. Okay, when you ask them what's the metric, well, just if women were nicer and fitter. Okay, well, it has to have a metric. Are they going to get married? Are they just going to be nicer and fitter and walking around nice and fit and smiling all day? That's not a metric. That's not a metric. Okay, so now let's get to the business side of YouTube. Now I'm gonna break it down. Some of you, and not my intelligent classy climbers, but visiting members of the audience did not like my video on Tasha K. Oh, Ericka, you don't know what I'm talking about. There's no way Tasha K makes $6 million. And you're speaking to a person who spent over $100,000 in courses, consulting, masterminds, go to over 10 conferences a year, 10 toes down in the marketing industry, do a lot of behind the scenes work, and they're going to sit here and look you in your face. Well, she'll make $6 million. No, you're your pea brain self. You could not wrap your head around the fact that these people are making that type of money. That videos are gold. No matter, these videos have value. Every single freaking video has a piece of value in a content-driven society. And that's the problem. People don't know the value of something. Everybody knows the dollar of something, but not the value. Let me say it again. Everybody knows the dollar amount of something, but not the value. Okay? So, Meet Kevin, he took the comments off. He said because he's checking them all the time. He's got like ADHD. He can't take it. And I laugh because I did meet Kevin in 2019. If you go on this channel, there's a video of me talking to Meet Kevin. He's on a video in Las Vegas before I went to the 10X. Went to his whole event, talked to everybody in the room. It was so successful that somebody in the room came and is partnering with me this year on a project from California here in Texas on real estate. Okay, so let's just start there. All right. And I got a little outline so I don't get lost. But Meet Kevin is algorithm gold. For whatever reason, he is algorithm gold. He's engagement gold. He's 1.8 million. If we were to go look on Flans and see the actual how many times YouTube actually tells his audience, he'd probably be at 70%, right? When you have 1.8 subscribers and YouTube only reaches you to 10% of your audience, his videos are 180,000. His videos are usually 500,000. So that is probably indicator, if you go on flans.com, that his engagement via YouTube is 50% at least, 50, 70%. Same thing with Graham Stephan. Graham Stephan has $1 million office, but somehow he reaches most of them. People go on these smaller channels and they say, well, I subscribed and it unsubscribed me. I hit the notification bell. I'm not getting notifications. What's going on? And so this is where people argue. And I have a video coming out later this week with Mr. Rebel Finance, because there's a lot of work off behind the scenes. You guys don't see that I do, but I do. And we'll put it on here about YouTubers and making money and people of color and how we use these platforms. But that's another conversation. All right. So just recently he updated the Meet Kevin part here, these courses. literally 4 days ago. Now, why am I bringing this up? People are like, well, your website for your courses, which is Thinkitive, which is the #2 leading website after Teachable. Well, I don't know. It's sketchy. I don't understand. And because the way our brains are and the way consumers are, if it's shiny, if it's beautiful, if it's top of the art, it must be the best. And I can tell you right now, literally, there's a lady called Hard Money Kelly moving millions of dollars through the state of Texas. Her Instagram page has maybe 3,000 subscribers. Her website's very bland. But because we live in a show me economy, show me your clothes, show me your house, show me your car, show me your Gucci underwear and Gucci slides. This very basic base brain thinking economy, people like, well, if the website ain't shiny, they can't be making money. So Meet Kevin has upgraded this website. So I just looked at it and I've literally recorded something. That's why it's so funny. I came back and I'm like, wait a minute, he changed it. Because you have to think like this. The course game is a game I've told y'all is going to be waning in the years because you have a series of people doing this thing called a chargeback. They're charging back, they're disputing claims. I mean, if you look for the past 4 years, people's absolute Stripe, PayPal, merchant accounts have been just getting destroyed. And it's where people make 30,000 a year, but they're buying 90,000 a year worth of stuff and just charging it back, right? Hot credit cards. I have the Rebel Finance coming on. We're going to talk about how people even stealing people's deeds to their homes and doing, white collar scams. So much so that American Greed did cover several shows on it. So this is why I know these courses got updated. Website looks more shiny. Meet Kevin makes easily over 1 to 2 million a month off YouTube. Maybe more. If you look at his piece he did with CBC Money, he was saying he was making 6 million a year. That was before on steroids he started doing 18 videos a day. But if you actually look at these courses, and people love to complain about courses, let's just go ahead and do the 10% rule. Okay, again, Peter, 10% rule, what is 1.8 million? 10%, 180,000 people, right? 180,000 people are somewhere in here picking from one of these options, okay? Okay. Now, again, all this is marketing, all this is connecting. So let's even go here. People want to learn about this course, okay? Let's see how much this course is for sake of argument, right? It's got a great landing page. You're going down, 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 right? You're trying to see what's going on. Get a lifetime access of $468, so $468. Again, 10% rule, millions in courses, right? All right, let's go back and pick a different one. Master stocks, right? A lot of people, stock market's very hot. Your birthday coupon has been approved. Okay, so let's just, okay, thanks, no thanks. All right, so then we scroll on down, this beautiful landing page, and this one is 563, right? Now, why am I saying these prices? Why am I saying these prices? Because I know the average American doesn't have over $1,000. Period. They don't. That's why when I talk about my tax lien course, I'm like, look, you can do it for 100 to 1,000, or you can partner with your cousin, and now y'all got 2,000 together, and y'all can buy a piece of land, which we put in the video, and we also put in the tax lien course in a little bit. 676. Save 475 when you join today with a coupon birthday. Okay. Let's keep going. Why am I showing you this? Because this is an integral part of persons giving value. Oh, their videos, what does it matter? The videos are the value, y'all. Okay. Now this how long ago this was. I'm making $500,000 in 2021. Meet Kevin is making $1 to $3 million a month off YouTube. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Algorithm, length of videos, the type of advisors, and the reason I talk about my YouTube class the way I do is I'm going to tell you, for those of you who don't ever go over 10,000 subscribers, 20,000 subscribers, there's complete ways to make 10K a month plus without that. There's speakers, there's event holders, there's people with Discord masterminds, You know, Todd Billy doesn't even have a YouTube channel. He has a little one, but he literally has like, I think 1,000 people paying $10 a month in one of his master, I think stock meeting groups. Okay, let's do the math on that. All right, you're talking about $10,000 for basically a Facebook group, basically a Discord group. So people have money in small amounts. So this course is 1,200 before the price goes up. All right. Okay. So again, even we just have 10,000, do the math. All right. So again, I just want to show y'all some of this stuff. And I think you have people who are like, well, these YouTubers, Ericka, they're lying to me. They didn't tell me everything I needed to know. And I really want to challenge that, because honestly, if you go on anywhere on YouTube, you can find, let me go over here to my little notes here so I don't get too lost. You can find courses, you can find consults, you can find business owners. And I tell y'all this all the time. When I go look for, number one place I start is conferences. Then I look at all the speakers on the stage. I go visit all their YouTube pages, right? Their Instagram pages and their YouTube pages. And then I see who's connected with them. Because if you actually remember back in the day, you had Lewis Howes, Graham Stephan, Meet Kevin, and a couple other ones all together in this kind of kebab. I don't even know what the word is. Where they were helping each other, promoting each other, pushing each other, promoting each other. And what people have to understand is reinvesting in the business, reinvesting in ads is what pushed them there, right? So people are like, well, these YouTubers are lying to me. I can't get good data. My mom and dad lied to me. School lied to me. Internet, my job. The data isn't out there. The news isn't telling the truth. And yet these people can go all over the internet and find all kind of inappropriate videos they want to find, but can't find information. Now, this is why I'm labeling this video. I should label it Ego is the Enemy. That's what I should label it. Because for everything you're thinking out there, there's a course for it. Everything you're thinking, there's somebody you can consult with. Now, somebody say, well, Ericka, I don't have any course money. I don't have any money to buy a course. Let me be very clear. You want to get in real estate? It's going to require money. You want to get in the car business? It's going to require money. You want to get in trucking? It's going to require money. And we always have the golden rule: money, time, leverage, some kind of leverage. Money, time, credit, right? And what is money, time, credit? Credit means ability to access credit. It could be yours, could be other people's. Time is your time. So when people sit here and argue with you like, well, they're not telling everything. What it really is can you guarantee if I take this course, I will make hundreds of thousands of dollars? And again, the number one question and denominator in that equation is you, baby. Are you willing to work 10 hours a day, 11 hours a day to get this change? Do you see how many people become real estate agents? And by the second year, they're gone. 90% of those people are gone. Because Tim Jackson and other people like me told you, it's a sales job. You know, even my sister was getting her real estate license. I'm like, for what, honey? Well, where can I get leads? You're going to have to be cold calling people and be in offices. Oh, I don't want to do that. Well, then guess what? You might not want to be a real estate agent because it's a sales job. Point blank period. You literally can, people's ego will block them from learning. Keep it simple, stupid is a phrase for a reason. When you find out what are the real business fundamentals, one, systems. Put it on the screen here, Peter, systems. Number two is people, hiring the right people, getting people to help you leverage and do what you need to do. Peter sends out over 1,000 emails a day, every single day in the course of a month almost. So 30,000 emails go out. They go out to students. They go out to newspapers. They go out to event planners. They go out to, what do you call them? Interviewers. They go out to reporters. They go out, right? Because the other end of systems is people, right? And so a lot of times out of 10, when somebody says, well, Ericka, I have this business ideal, but my ideal is so different and so unique and so this and so that, and I'm going to be the Uber of this. And it's like, baby, stop. Give it a rest. Who's doing it in the space consistently for years? Go reach out to them and ask them, oh no, my business is so different, so radically different. No one has the data that I need to be able to do the business thing I want to do. That's ego talking. That's ego talking. When I was in trucking, I asked every person I saw that was doing it for 10 years, what's going on? What's the deal with trucking? What's this? What's that? And I learned 3 things. 1, most of these people are drivers, so they can hop in their truck and drive and can maintain income. Number 2, all roads lead to real estate. Peter put that on the screen. All roads lead to real estate, every single one of them. Number 3, the employees. Again, people. So when I'm sitting there talking to people in trucking, they either had the skill, could get in the truck and drive it. If you actually go back and watch everybody who's been on Instagram talking about trucking, they're back in the truck. There's only a few of them that's just selling courses. Most of them are back in the truck driving. Okay, let's do that. Number 2, real estate. If you look up, every time I would talk to somebody who had years in the business, hey, get you an acre, get you 2 acres of land, park trucks there, charge dues to park trucks, long-term consistent income. The problem with most people is they're looking for the most highest paying job. And they'll take, I remember this guy was living with his parents in Austin, Texas. He's like, no, I'm looking to be a manager. No other job will do. At some point, you look up, brother, you've been unemployed for 8 months in the hottest construction market in Austin, Texas, because you want to be a manager and you ain't been working. If I work for a construction company, why would I hire a guy who's been sitting out for 8 months in the hottest construction market ever? I wouldn't hire you, right? Because consistent money, consistent growth beats these magical leapfrog years. They just do. Consistent income. Okay, so that's why when we talk about all roads lead to real estate, you look up people who had houses and they may not like that house, they made money in this market. They were able to sell it, take money out of it, take equity out of it, do something. Right? Because long-term, all roads lead to real estate. If you actually watch a majority of these Instagrammers and YouTubers that start off talking about business credit and all this other stuff, quickly, as fast as they can within a 2-year window, if you actually watch them and study them, they get the quickness out of credit. They go get their real estate property, they go about their business. I want to give you a little secret. If you meet most business owners, they have shitty credit. No, Ericka, no. I know business owners, they got the most perfect credit, the best credit, the 800 credit. They got perfect credit. Listen to me. I've sat in a room with people who build apartment buildings. Their credit gets used. They literally clean it up just enough, pay down a bunch of credit cards, just enough to buy land and start putting shit on that land. Whether it's trailers, mobile homes, cars, semi trucks, something. They clean up their credit. And then most of them, when you meet them, they say, listen, the number one purchase that's most important to you is your housing. It's your foundation. What's the house you in? Once you have that, you can go left, right, all over the place. Money monopolizers. I don't know if you put it up here, Peter. They literally, one dude is renting out the garage apartment. He bought a house, ain't even living in the house. He rented out every single room, he in the garage. And you can say, well, that's crazy, or that's insane. He's living there rent free. He also has a car rental business in San Antonio, making crazy 6 figures. You got one dude making 40, 50K a month from his cleaning business. He went overseas for 2-3 weeks and came back. Nothing changed. Because why? Systems and people matter. So again, stop playing placing the blame on someone else. Really, we have to take a full assessment of ourselves. First thing is, number 5, actually be building something. I cannot tell you how many emails we get. Well, hey, tell Ericka I'm interested in this thing, but I really ain't did no research. Or I'm thinking about doing this thing, but I'm not certain where to start. That already tells me you're not serious about it. Because if I'm telling you, hey, man, I want to go buy these things, you should have already spent the next 3 weeks every single day searching for data on that thing you say you want. You don't want it bad enough. But you'll search every video out here talking bad about women. You'll search every music video out here. You'll search every video on Miami nightlife. You don't want it. Just be honest with yourself. You don't want it. Okay. Number 6 is scaling up. What's the scalability of a thing? And a lot of times what people do is they're such W-2 mindset. They trade their body time, 40 hours a week, put it on the screen, Peter, 40 hours a week, and they get a guaranteed paycheck. It's a good system. Hey, I show up to work for these 2 weeks, I get a check, we start it all over. The thing is, when it comes to this creator economy, when it comes to this business owner middleman economy, yes, you put in some work, then you get paid. Sometimes you don't. It's not an immediate 24-hour turnaround thing, not always. Now, there are business owners who just ring their phone and they're going to get paid every day. That's possible. Mobile notary, cleaning companies, you get paid when you're done, painting companies, fencing. But at the end of the day, what's the scalability of a thing with or without you? Can it have, what's the true scalability? If everybody you meet only got 2 trucks, there's a reason. If everybody you meet only got 7 rental properties that they can manage, after that, they got to hire somebody. Pay attention. What's the scalability of something? Number 7, vendor credit. You will get further with vendor credit than other credit. Now, people don't want to tell you this truth, but I keep going out here meeting fencing companies, painting companies. Their vendor credit levels at Sherwin-Williams for painting, Lowe's, Home Depot is astronomical. I mean, I ain't never seen credit lines that big in my life, but they're running money through them every month. Running money through them. And some of those guys, the only thing they can get is what? Working capital credit or merchant cash advances, which is dangerous. Number 8, taxes. I have a video coming out with the Rebel Finance talking about y'all out here searching for the highest refund. That means your business is not organized properly. You should be having astronomical tax breaks. Right? Now, and I don't mean I read this book where I write everything off. No, that's not what I'm talking about. And we'll do a whole video on that. Number 9, I had to touch the hot stove. I am one of those people. I ain't gonna lie. My mom was always like, oh God, Ericka. I had to go look and find for myself, but I've noticed as I've grown older, I ain't gotta do it. I ain't gotta touch it myself, but I can go call up 100 people and get a good consensus of what's going on in the marketplace. What's going on in the marketplace? Is this scalable? Is this possible? What are you doing over there on your end? Hey, let me pay you for your time. I'm not trying to grift no free time off you. Let me talk to you. Talk to me about this. You will learn so much if you let that ego get out your way. When you're ready to remove that ego, okay, I did this the wrong way. Let me do it this way now. And people don't want to let go of that ego. So then they got to have somebody to blame. Well, nobody gave me real data. Nobody gave me real truth. Yeah, my mama lied. My daddy lied. Okay, well, y'all 50 years old out here still blaming your mom and daddy for your dating issues. At some point, we got to take responsibility for ourselves, right? We've got to take full accountability for our life, because I've seen people turn it around these past 2 years. I've seen people come on Instagram in the past 2 years with this pandemic, blow up a podcast, blow up their YouTube business, and kick butt. It depends on if you value this thing. And a lot of times the dopamine kick that Instagram gives people, that's why they're still doing Instagram and not long form content YouTube. They need that instant, somebody liked my post. Yes, they liked my post. Yes, they liked it. I don't give a fuck if you like me. I don't know how to explain it to y'all in a nicer way. Like, I don't care if you like me. I like me. Your like is extra. Right? Is the information being conveyed? Is there an opportunity for you to purchase a good quality product? Is there a way for me to give you more and more and more value onto that same product? Then heck yeah. Is there a way for me to keep reinvesting in my business? Great. It's just that simple. Systems, people, keep reinvesting in the business. Okay, and the last part of the business fundamentals down there is cost per customer, research and development. 3, marketing. If you tell me you're such a great businesswoman or businessman, if you have not researched and called around people already in the space, you already took off the table one of the most important parts of business, research and development. If you aren't researching how to do something, you are not a businesswoman or man. Period. You're a hustler, and the hustle will run dry at some point. There's systems to this whole daggone thing. And I tell you, the more I dig into it, the more I would go to training. I mean, I paid $10K for this one training. I got there at the end of that training. You know what I learned from the end of that training? I should have took that $10K and put it on my YouTube and Facebook ads. But what happens is we get addicted to the free advertising on what? Instagram, Facebook. If I just keep posting, they'll see it. That's not how that works. I mean, Meet Kevin does show you that's how it works. But ultimately, there's systems to all this. There's marketing to it. That's why I literally told people, I said, when I noticed that several of the Instagram people telling you, oh, I did this, I make really engaging posts, and then they go, but, and you put Aristotle Investments here, Peter, I don't care. I don't got no beef with him, but I'm just saying, he's getting 1 million visitors a week to his Instagram page. 75% of them are paid traffic. So 750,000 people you've paid to get there to your page. You want to sell something. And so that whole like, hey, we can do this organically. You know, we don't have to, if there's no cost, you know, we could just come out here and post for free. That's just not true. That's not scalable. You as a person will burn out. That's why you see people like the when I put up here the vegan lady, the surviving vegan. She did this for 4.5 years, and now she's like, I'm tired. I got a family. This is taxing. She's gonna raise up all her coaches and let them do a lot of stuff in her place because people don't pay attention. They want to, this doesn't cost anything. Everything you do costs money. It costs you time or it costs you money. The longer you want to sit here and be ignorant and say, well, nobody's doing it like the way I'm doing it. So, you know, clearly there's just no one as educated and as smart in the history of 200 years of man that's ever done something like the way I want to do it. That's ego. There is somebody out there who's already thought of what you're thinking. There's already somebody out there. There's already somebody out here. And so long story short, you know, we overcomplicate simple things. We just do. That's our human nature. How can I do this without breaking a sweat, without doing any skin off my back? And it doesn't work that way. So again, systems, people, keep reinvesting in business. Now, for those of you who are in my digital real estate course, can you create, I mean, like, let's just be honest. You could take all this away. You can have no car, no house, no nothing. But if you got a phone, shit, you got a phone, a laptop. I mean, the amount of money you can make in a month easy is 10K. So when people say, well, I got a car and I don't want to Uber, I don't want to do this. I'm like, dude, Amazon, we've got a couple neighbors in this neighborhood with a Mercedes with Amazon on the freaking car window. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he lost his money, what happened to him. But he's from California and he got Amazon on the window. And I said, you deliver packages? He said, yeah, I deliver packages. I was like, okay, good. You know, make good money. Oh, real good. I mean, literally the United States Postal Service. When I go check my post office the other day, they have a sign, hey, postal carriers come this way. I said, what does that mean? So I'm looking back there. It's a bunch of regular folks' cars with this little sign like UPS rural routes, UPS this route. And I'm sitting here like, you could be a carrier. You could do all these things with the same car you got right now. So when people tell me, hey, you know, I ain't got no money to start a business. Boo-boo, literally, it can't get any freer than Facebook and Instagram. You can even start a blog, a cheap blog, less than $100 and start just scaling that thing. The data that's out there, you can literally screenshot stuff and give reaction videos to it and just, I mean, insane. You could create so many products, books, services, workbooks, all kind of things to work with other people. So, you know, when people say, I just ain't got enough money to start this business, or I don't know nobody who's ever done it, who's ever started, you haven't researched enough. Because you could scrape up 10 to 20K in a month. If push comes to shove, you got a mobile notary, you got a car, you got a phone, you can do it. I love Andre Hatchett's speech when he was saying he had a printer. He was carrying a printer around New York. It ain't even no joke. Okay. So research and development and marketing, right? What's the cost per customer? This stuff is important. Again, what are the systems you need to have in place, SOPs every day, right? What are the people you need to interact with or hire on your staff? And how do you keep reinvesting into the business? Is it time? Is it money? Is it upgrading your website pages? And it's real hard when you start doing all this stuff organically. It's really hard to say, I'm okay, I'm gonna take my money and do this with it. I'm gonna take my money and spend it and invest it into this. It's very hard. So that's what I had on that one. I just want to make that very clear. I just get really tired of hearing this sob story of there's just no data out here and nobody's done it like I've ever done it because I'm the best that's ever done it. And clearly these people are liars, right? Like there's several people I've literally shown who, you know, went overseas with $1,000 in their pocket and went on ClickBank and made all these freaking affiliate videos, made all these review videos, reviewing books, reviewing stuff, simple breakdown components of business. Now you say, well, Ericka, okay, the digital scene isn't for me. I'm not trying to do this digital world. Okay, well, I literally bring on Rochelle, talking to you teachers, systems and stuff like that to make 120 a year, fresh out the gate, handyman business, right? Tech to Titan. I literally bring on every Tuesday, Tech Tuesday, people showing you, hey, you can get on this laptop, get these certificates, There's even people inside of our Facebook groups who got free certificates, passed them, and puts them up there. Come on, man. Like, it's too easy out here. So to sit here and do this, YouTubers are lying to me. They lied. Well, what YouTubers did you choose to watch? At some point, we have to have some accountability on ourselves. And it's getting real bad out here that we're not getting that accountability. One thing I saw that was super interesting is I've watched Credit Irene. People literally be like, hey, here's all my 12 months of bank statements. And they go, no, you need to just give us a P&L. A P&L? What's that? Your profit and loss statement. Oh, I ain't never had to do that. I've been in business 3, 4, 5 years. I ain't never had to do that. Well, you ain't been in business right. I looked up, someone commented on some of my commercials that are running right now, my ads. Oh, she got shades on her ad. That's not professional. That's not the way to do it. I go, look all over this YouTube space, all these ads. There's plenty of people with shades on and going on about their day. What are you talking about? This ad is making money. That's why you keep seeing it running. People think because they, oh, well, I'm doing business. Are you doing high level business or are you doing a hustle? All right. If you're doing high level business, you should have bookkeeping. You should have QuickBooks. These are easy, non-debatable topics. You should have an accountant that speaks to you. You should have a lawyer that you're interacting with that's like, hey, Ericka, that's not the way you do this. I don't know who told you how to do this, but this ain't it. You need to be able to seek counsel from other people. So when people try to do this, I'm an island and I know everything, you come off goofy. You know, a lot of times people are bored. That's what they should give you a disclaimer. I'm bored, so I tried a thing and it didn't work. And so now they're your uncle at the cookout that goes around telling everybody, well, that don't work because I tried it. Well, did you ask other people? Did you consult people? It's the same when they give you that famous topic. You know, stock market traders lose 95% and lose money. Well, if I go through the numbers of those people, how many people are them are in classes or in training? Y'all know in America, the average person hasn't read a book since high school. And they don't even read one book a year. So when I see these guys posting all these books they read, I actually go, I'm proud of you because most people, you know, if you had $1 million in a book, they wouldn't know. But let me see if I can do the breakdown, like I said, real quick on how to find people in the space. Let me see if I can do it like this. Say, Ericka, I can't find anybody in the space. I just can't find. Hold on. Hush, Kevin. All right, so let's go scale. I'm just showing one of the, there's so many. There we go. Scalability 57. All right, so hosted by Ken Clocher. Now let me break this down for you multiple ways. Who is Ken Clocher? See, this is where y'all are. If you watch my previous video talking about 2-parent homes, y'all not gonna like me, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it here. Keith Clocher is second generation. Now you watch him, you're like, yeah, this guy's working his butt off getting into real estate. Go back one up. Their father is the owner of Memphis Invest, which is now in Fort Worth, which is also now in Louisiana, which is also in Houston. His other brother, the other Clocher, is always all over big projects. So when people don't understand that, when somebody tries to mark it off like they're different from the family, yeah, I live in San Diego. I scaled and escaped. Not really. You actually are second generation. Your father owned 1,000 homes in Memphis, Tennessee. So no matter what you did in real estate, you were doing the second level generation stuff. So this is why I just want to break down when you guys don't do your research, when you don't really study people, you just assume somebody got it out the mud. So you're miscalculating how long something will take. It's because you don't know. All right. So let's even go. And this is no disrespect because I'm actually having tickets to this event. So here's Scale and Escape. Okay. Where are we going? Okay. All right. So again, Keith Clocher, again, go actually look up their family and I'll type in Memphis Invest. Now, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at who are the speakers. And Millette, Billie Jean, marketing. A lot of these are marketing. Ryan Pieta, right? Ryan Stewman, I'm actually a part of Apex. Right, Cody Kerbert. All right, so then you can literally go and look through the people who are speaking, right? And go, okay, what's going on here? Who is this person? What do they do? How can I get connected to them and see what they're talking about? So let's even go here like this. Memphis Invest. All right, Memphis Investment Properties. Huge company, right? You break it down. Okay, let's meet our team, right? Because again, oh, this started in a house in 2002. Incorrect. Started with their father in 1980s, but this generation of it started in 1992. Let's just let them say that, because if you actually go watch the actual information, it's very different. But again, you can look here. Okay, you can read a lot of this. You can go Cloture Brothers. See what I do it? Nope. Let's go Cloture. Okay, so we go Keith Cloture, right? Now you scroll down, see if you can do it. Might not let you. Might not have them on there. But if you actually go review the family, give yourself a second. Just being honest, go review the family. Tell me what you think. But what I do is, if I want to research something, I say, okay, I really need to figure out how can I get around this person involved in what they do. Where are some events they're doing? What are they holding? Okay, they're the founder of this, they're the founder of that. Let me see if this is a mastermind worth attending. Keywords, started off, proximity is power. Now look how many followers I have, 737. I would not be surprised if that's the actual people that are actually in the group. Wouldn't be surprised. It's an elite mastermind for people. So what it probably means is you're paying a high dollar to be up in there, maybe 20K. I'm not certain. But what's going to happen, right? Because I want you to understand, when people start a thing, right? Let's say they are a wholesaler, then they teach 15 people underneath them to wholesale. Everybody in that circle is going to keep funneling money, ideals, and profits between each other. So you can build your own super team. That's the best way to say it. You can build your own super team. And that happens every day. So I wouldn't even be, they'll probably make you apply for an application, scale and shape, join the boardroom. Let's see what it says. Yep, you have to apply. Oh yeah. As seen on TV. Okay. Let me go back a little bit. All right. So let's say I wanted to get to know Ryan Pieta. Ryan Pieta. What does he do? How to kind of go? Right. Real estate adventure course. Right. I'm going to see what events he has, what mastermind he has. I'm going to go to him. Right. Let's go to another one. Ryan Stewman. Right here, hardcore closer. I'm in Apex, so I'm going to give y'all the disclosure. But anyway, you go in here. They literally have masterminds and meetups, helping you with scaling your business, growing your business. Other people in there are, this is another event they're having. You drop 15,000. You're going to fly on a private jet to Cabo, right? You're going to go own private room, have a bathroom, ticket, a mastermind event, all private, all transportation to and from. What are these people going to do? Move money and opportunity between each other. Just do the math. 15K times 17, you do the math, right? They own several different franchises as well, but it starts from sales. Dude mostly speaks on stages now, but if you go look at their Apex events, everybody in the room, 200 people deep, right? Every month, there's like events helping you boost your sales, boost your marketing, boost your hiring, mindset, over and over again. Boost your sales, boost your marketing. You know what I mean? So it's just a complete interaction with each other in the room. And hey, what do you do? What do you do? Hey, that's why I tell y'all, when I go, I run into people who got 20K in a credit card. They hired a phone guy and a guy who can handle business over and over and over again. It's just, if I could explain it any simpler to y'all, I would. But what happens with people in businesses, if you're the only person in your family doing business, you get isolated, you get alone, you get discouraged, you quit. Because that's just the human nature of people. We work, look at these people in this room. Every single one of them, you'll talk to every single one of these guys. And people say, oh, these business owners saying they make 100,000 a year. These actual guys, when you talk to them, construction, handyman, you name it, they actually make it. Solar panel. energy, roofing, stock, all of it. They make it. They ain't making it up for the gram. They actually make it. And when you actually talk to these people, that's where most of these people are in these type of events, exchanging numbers, working together. Okay. So when people ask me, Ericka, how do I get in the right room? How do I get in the right push? How, nobody in my family believes in me. You shouldn't even be talking to your family about this. You need to get in a room with people like this. Take your business money, reinvest in your business, and go hang out with some folks like this. Talk to people in the group. You tell them you're doing something. Oh, you're doing that. Let me help you do this. It happens every time. When I have my Classy Climb events, people in there are partnered with each other already. So really, when people say, well, these YouTubers are lying and this person's lying, no, they're not. If you actually get in the room with the people who are actually doing it, you know who's lying, who's not. That's why when I sit here and confidently tell y'all how much some of these YouTubers are making or not making, I know because I do this, man. I work behind the scenes. I've gone to too many events. I've talked to too many business owners. I've seen too much data to know the real numbers. And some of these folks get bored and they try different things because they're bored or they're not in a good community and they have no accountability talking with other people. I promise you, get in some of these rooms. But that's what I would do if I were somebody like, hey, I'm just starting out. I want to join. I want to be around elite people doing something. Another one is Go Abundance. See if I can pull it up. Go Abundance. Go look them up. It's basically a bunch of wealthy business owners who go go travel events together. That's literally what it is. I actually had that book, Travel Millionaires. They go on trips together. They go do these masterminds together. They talk to each other. Hey, what is your business doing? What is your business doing? Let's do this. Right? Because a lot of people want to go straight to the top. They want to talk to, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, or they want to talk to, what's that guy, Magic Johnson, when really the person to help you is left to your left or your right. That's in the trenches with you doing the same type of business. For real. Right? So they're every month they're going somewhere. They're traveling. That's why when people say, oh, I never travel. I grind 24/7. I do this. You're a liar. Because most business owners I know, every month they take a reserve month because they're either their wife makes them, they either have almost had a heart attack, and their people are like, hey, you got to take a month. You got to take a break every other month. So these are 4 to 5 day trips. Some of these are like 2-week trips. You know what I mean? Because they have businesses that have systems and people in place to run those businesses. So I was trying to give y'all a little mastermind. This is a free little training here, but like get off that. Oh, YouTubers are lying to me. You got to get off that. You got to get where some accountability is. I don't know what groups y'all need to find, but you need to get into them because there's money being made off this online. I'm not telling nobody to quit their job. I'm definitely not doing that. But when I get these rooms of people, that 100K is almost laughable. These guys are like, how do we get $500,000? How do we get a meal? How do we get $500,000, or a meal and do A, B, and C with it? Give back. They do charity work every time they go somewhere. And then also keep it consistent so that they're not completely drained. So again, if you're saying that data isn't out there, you haven't looked, you haven't researched, and you're not a business person. Point blank, period. So all right, guys, this is your Ericka Class on Blog. I'm gonna wrap this up. I just was trying to get that conversation to y'all today. I think it would be helpful. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you didn't, leave me a comment. I'm okay with that.
Everybody, this is DJ the Money Coach. You just saw me give you 5 secrets to accumulating wealth in the wintertime. Secret number 1, only acquire real estate in the off season. I only acquire real estate from October to January for the past 20 years. And that has helped me create a strong 6-figure income and a 7-figure net worth. And I can teach you how to do the same thing. I'm going to help you and guarantee you how to acquire a property in the next 30 days exclusively for the first 10 people only here on the Classy Climb. I'm going to get you a $15,000 property with a 12% rate of return in the next 30 days if you're wise enough to invest in yourself. Because if you want to achieve the pom-pom lifestyle, which is plenty of money and peace of mind, then you have to learn the secrets of the wealthy. And the first rule is make your money on the acquisition, not on the sale. I'm DJ the Money Coach. Come join us on the Beaches of the World Club for the first 10 people only, exclusively. I'll see you in the webinar.